Hey guys, this is Lala Legacy back with another episode of Eden for the Plus Mosaic. And now that we know that it's gonna get very very sexual, now I know what to look out for. So we already finished with Scions, which is your smile beneath the sky, and so now we're going on to Elicia's, which is this moment is for you. Let's jump in. Okay, so this is when Scion is still at the facility, of course. Pardon me. I opened the door and walked into the room. Like always, a smiling maid was there to greet me. Good morning, Ro. Yeah, morning. Oh, wait. Oh, my. What happened to Labier? Could it be that you had a fight or something? Oh, okay, so this was right after, Labier had cut our hand. She's not a kid. She wouldn't take a day off over something like that. Apparently, yesterday's practice was a bit much. Her ears were hurt by all the gunfire. I didn't see it, but I heard some idiot fired off a machine gun right next to her ears. She was so dazed by the experience that she wasn't able to walk back from the practice range. Her ears, is she all right? It wasn't serious, but to be on the safe side, she's resting. Sorry, but it's just me today. Normally, an alternate would fill in, but the major decided it wasn't necessary. He said something along the lines of, knowing you, you'll be just fine. Oh my, we have a similar situation here too. Here too? Elicia, don't tell me something's wrong with Scion. Oh no, it's nothing like that. Scion is in her concentration mode, so I am all alone as well. Oh, that's what you meant. I guess if something had happened, Elicia wouldn't be so carefree. Scion seldom showed her face, so I didn't have the slightest idea what sort of shape she was in. Honestly, at times like these, I'm never sure as what to do. You should just do as you always do. Cleaning, brewing Scion's tea, whatever you feel like. But she's concentrating really hard right now, so I do not want to disturb her, although even if I did, she probably would ignore me. Come to think of it, Scion's ability to concentrate isn't normal, is it? As a maid, being ignored was probably unbearable no matter how incredibly devoted you were. So, there you have it. I will be here all day today. Well, I don't really mind. I do kinda wish Lavier was here. Then I'd have someone to talk to. Oh dear Ro, you do not wish to talk with me? You and I don't exactly have anything in common to talk about, do we? I shrugged at her. Actually, that is not true. What do you mean? No, do not pay me any mind. But we could talk about anything. You talk to your fellow soldiers, do you not, Ro? No, I don't talk to others very much. How creepy. Sorry, but that's just how it is. I don't know anything about her, but I wasn't the type who could just strike up a conversation at random. I was never a very outgoing person. I have been thinking this since before, but could it be that your life lacks enrichment? Enrichment? No one has time for that in the military. But the soldiers around here are quite lively outside of business hours. You are the only one who's constantly grumpy, Ro. There's someone like me in every unit. It'd be problematic if they were all idiots after all. Elicia stared at me with a serious look on her face. I wouldn't call that a serious look. I started to get a bad feeling about this. Very well, as I am free as well. I humbly offer to be your maid for the day, Ro. Since you're clearly not in the right head now, you should probably take a break. Ro, I will be your personal maid. Oh God, my response won't change even if you change your phrasing. Your life truly does lack refinement. I must do something before it's too late. As expected, this was getting weird. How could she have lived for so long, yet still have no sensibility? More importantly, is it okay to leave Scion alone like this? She will call me if she gets hungry. So long as I am here, there will be no problem at all. You will not be leaving here either, right? So do settle down and let me serve you. Though Elicia smiled sweetly, the tone of her voice implied she would not let me refuse. Just do whatever you want. I'm not going to interfere. Very well then. First, let me brew you some tea. I have the loveliest black tea set aside. Lavier will hold a grudge if she finds out. She looks forward to your tea more than anything else. Yes, and that is why we will keep it a secret from her. Elicia smiled mischievously and quickly began to prepare the tea. Was she actually a bit relieved? She may call it serving, but if it's just some tea, then it's no different from usual. Okay, it's done. Here, help yourself. Yeah, the cup I tried to take from Elicia tipped and fell onto my lap. I'm so sorry, Ro. Oh God. Oh no. Yeah, here we go. Hot! Hey, wait. As hot as it is, isn't it not hot enough for black tea? Oh, is it? I messed up. Now, Ro, please take off your pants. Got it. I nodded immediately and quickly flung off my pants. What? What? Well, you told me to take them off, right? What did you expect? Nothing. I did not think you would undress so readily. Elicia seemed embarrassed by the most unexpected things. This much doesn't really matter. If you wish, I could remove my top, too. No, the bottom is more than enough. Give me a moment and I will take care of the stain. Yes, thank you. Elicia took my pants and noisily left the room, her face still blushing. I had a feeling she spilled the tea on purpose. Well, duh. This was making me anxious again. It appeared Elicia didn't intend to perform any ordinary service. Well, obviously. Oh my. It's been so long since we've seen him in his actual military clothes. The room was quiet again. I had my pants back on and was in the middle of disassembling and cleaning some handguns. Of course, I was also enjoying some of the tea that had been prepared. The pistols standing on reserve in this room were all rather poorly maintained. The soldiers assigned here should have been pretty well disciplined, but I got the feeling that the lax atmosphere changed most of them. Yes? Do you not have any sort of requests for me? Grab me that cloth over there. I took the cloth from Elicia and wiped up some of the excess oil. Good grief! There was no point in having good weapons if the people using them didn't want to maintain them. These soldiers are not conscious of the fact they're guarding the most important person on Earth. Guns like these will malfunction when you need them the most. Oh gosh. At this rate, I will malfunction. Please, please give me something to do. Elicia, has Scion actually been making you do that much work? She is the kind of person where once she concentrates on something, she would not even remember how to open a door. If it became an issue, she could always blow it up. I'm sure we have explosives stored somewhere around here. You are a rather problematic person, but in a different way from Scion. Am I? Door breaching was something I had done so often that I long since lost count. Oh, but let us leave that aside for now. You know, you have a lovely maid who will do anything right in front of you. Just fetching a cloth is far too menial, don't you agree? If there is not something else you should be asking for, or is there not something else that you should be asking for? Something else? Nope, can't think of anything. The piece I was working on clicked into place. I went to the shooting range after to adjust the sight. Alright, this one is done for now. Guess I'll move on to the next. Jeez, you're not listening to me at all, are you? You're the one not listening. I am a soldier. I do everything for myself, by myself. I have no need to be served by someone else. I lived a self-sufficient life even before I became a soldier. I did all of the housework on my own. I believe that is a very good thing, but being spoiled by someone else once in a while is also a good thing, right? Have you ever been spoiled by someone else, Elicia? Of course. Elicia smiled sweetly and nodded. Because I had a good friend. I was spoiled by her many times. That is why I know how to spoil someone and how to let myself be spoiled. Getting spoiled a lot is okay. I have a hunch this is veering off into another direction. Wasn't this subtly different from serving me? Still not going to take advantage of this, are you? If it were Lavier here instead of you, she would request at least a lap pillow without hesitation. Then go ahead and do that once her ears are all better, although try not to do it in front of others. Despite everything, Lavier was still an officer, and it would be a problem if she were caught in a situation where the other soldiers would make light of her authority. It would be quite embarrassing for her if she was seen indulging in a lap pillow by a maid. That has given me an idea. You must take good care of your ears as well, Ro. For the record, I do try to take good care of my body. In this business, the body is a precious asset. Absolutely. And on that note, I shall perform maintenance on your ears first. Elicia grinned sweetly and patted her lap. Was she saying she'd clean my ears? Are they not the tools of your trade? There are sports you cannot see on your own, or spots, you cannot see on your own, so I will do it for you. She didn't seem like she would back off no matter what I said. It might be quicker to just let her do what she wants. Fine, I'll leave it to you. That is what I was waiting for. It is good for you to be obedient once in a while as well, Ro. Elicia sounded really happy. Since she was acting as a maid on a whim, she might actually like serving others. Although she should be pickier with who she served. This is nice, is it not? Aww. It's kinda cute, I guess. Aww. I was laying down with my head on Alicia's lap. I wondered just how many years it had been since I had someone clean my ears like this. Oh, Ro, they're quite dirty. Now that you mention it, I haven't cleaned them in a while. It's not like I can't hear or anything, so I don't pay it any mind. That will not do. You have to keep them nice and clean. Elicia chided me and reached in with the ear pick. Oh, that kind of tickles. Oh, come on, don't move. The big one I finally got a hold of will fall back in. I can't really help it. I wasn't used to it, so I couldn't help that it felt strange each time the ear pick moved. Yeesh! Did I not tell you to stop? Please stay still, or else I will do something much more incredible. She blew into my ear and it sent chills down my spine. So now you behave. Good boy. Just hurry up. I relaxed my body and let Elicia do whatever she liked. To be honest, it wasn't too bad. Uh-oh. Oh, Scion! Oh my! I panicked. It sat back up, slipping away from Elicia and the ear pick. When did Scion show up? What is the matter? Did concentration mode end? I'm putting it on hold. I need some materials I got from the Major recently, but can't find them. Ah, the disc you said you were putting off and tossed aside, yes? I wonder where it went. I'm sorry, Ro. I'm going to go look for it a bit. Sure. Elicia gave a quick bow and went into Scion's room. As the door to the room closed, Scion turned to me. She was expressionless as always, but her body language suggested she wanted to say something. What's the matter? Oh, nothing really. I just thought that what you were doing was strange. Elicia? Or do you mean me? Both of you, of course. I don't know you that well, but I have a hunch I saw something unusual. Yes, I think it's unusual myself. It was probably best that Scion was the one who saw us. If we were witnessed by Major Inaba, for example, I'd probably be ridiculed for all eternity. Or until I killed him. I think it's a good thing. A good thing? That Elicia attends to someone other than me. It's not really that good of a thing. I'm sure Elicia just got the idea in her head and is playing with me. That's fine. It's not like I'm trying to argue about it. If she genuinely became your maid, Warrant Officer Haruna, I could not maintain my lifestyle. Your life is sustained by a maid? If the people who revered Scion heard this, they would surely be surprised. I think I would only go back and forth between my bed and desk if Elicia weren't here. I once dug a hole in the ground and was confined there for days on end. That sounds fun. Yeah, it was nice to not have to move. Granted, there were mortars and bullets flying overhead. If I had moved, I probably would have died. You've had all sorts of experiences in your life. Huh? Well, I guess, yeah, technically. I've ran all around the world, from the urban jungle to actual jungles, from deserts to the Arctic. I've exchanged words with hundreds of comrades and pointed my gun at thousands of enemies. You could say I've had way more than my share of experiences. Elicia should have all sorts of experiences in her life as well. Her serving you is quite an interesting one. Is that how it is? It is. Scion declared unusually distinctly and nodded. Do you know the greatest enemy to life? Not really. Boredom and tedium. We may be Felixes, but we are still vulnerable to those two things. I see. You could say it was even worse because of how long Felix has lived. I'm so sorry to have kept you waiting. The door opened with a clank and Elicia entered. Scion, this is the disc, right? It was thoughtlessly placed on the processed shelf. Thanks, that takes care of one problem. My, are you already returning to work? Why not take the opportunity for some tea? Scion didn't reply. She walked back to her room, muttering. Sounds like she didn't hear you. This is how she is once she gets absorbed in something. It is quite troublesome. Elicia gave a small sigh. We'd been talking normally until earlier, but it seemed suddenly being ignored was something she wasn't used to, and she was baffled. Wouldn't it be good if Scion experienced more of what life has to offer? Oh, what do you mean? Apparently, the greatest enemies to life are boredom and tedium. Wow, it is certainly rare to hear her talk about such mundane things. Elicia seemed to be admiring her for some reason. Surprisingly, that may mean she has taken a liking to you, Ryou. I'm not the sort of man people take a liking to. That's not true. Now you're just being silly. At the very least, I like you. I would not be serving you if that were not the case. Apparently, Scion wasn't the only troubling thing around here. If she kept saying things like that with a smile, then even a man as deplorable as myself might actually come to believe it. Or eventually, sorry. Oh my, it would seem that I have caught you off guard. This is quite the rare sight. I've been surprised by one thing after another since coming here. There's plenty more to come. The real surprises have yet to come. Suddenly I had an idea. Wasn't there a problem with only one person guarding the most important person on Earth? As a non-commissioned officer, I should probably provide a full report of my observations to a commissioned officer. Oh boy. Whew. Surprisingly enough, Major Inaba readily accepted my report. However, he just ended up switching my shift with another team rather than sending a replacement for Lavier. I'd rather not be paired with someone I don't know anyway. He told me it was okay to just take it easy for today. I suppose I could take a break once in a while. When there's nothing to do, sleeping is best even if you aren't tired. I laid on the bed and closed my eyes. Did you not think it to be cruel for you to switch shifts without telling me? Oh God! Oh no! Ah! Okay. Alright. So, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have every single one of these into like 2 parts. So this is gonna be the end of the first part for Elicia. Alright. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it. So, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up down below, and if you haven't already, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.